Hey guys, welcome back to Matthew Vinyl. In today's video, I'll be showing my Gerry and the Pacemakers vinyl collection. I'm going to start with the LPs, and after that, I'll be doing the EPs and singles. The first album in this video is How Do You Like It, their debut LP released on Columbia. It has a lot of good songs in here, some good covers, some good originals, a very good album. My favourite is definitely their cover of A Shot of Rhythm and Blues. That song is absolutely fantastic. And of course, it does have their signature song, You'll Never Walk Alone. That is the label there for the LP. That is side 2. Next up, we have the soundtrack to the film Ferry Across the Mersey. Now, this is a Canadian copy released on Capitol Records. If you're unfamiliar, a lot of EMI artists were released on Capitol in Canada. That is the track list in there. I'd say it's got some good songs on there. It does feature songs by Cilla Black and The Foremost and the George Martin Orchestra. His song is called All Quiet on the Mersey Front, and it is a really good instrumental. That is the label there, as you can see on there. And now we have the first compilation in this video. This is Gerry The Pacemakers' Greatest Hits. Now this is an American compilation released on Maury Records, but I do believe that the vinyl was actually pressed by Capitol. It does say there on the label, manufactured by Capitol. So yeah, the vinyl is made by Capitol. Of course, it does include all their greatest hits, including Don't Let the Sun Catch You Crying, How Do You Do It, I'm the One, I Like It, I'll Be There, Ferry Across the Mersey, It's Gonna Be Alright, and it has a bunch of other great songs too. Next up, we have another Canadian LP. Now this is the hits of Gerry and the Pacemakers. This was released in 1966 in Canada, and that is the track list in there. Now that is the side 1 label there, and that is the side 2 label. It does include their cover of Reelin' Rockin', which in my opinion is one of their greatest covers. Their version to me is just really good. And now we have another Canadian LP. This is Gerry and the Pacemakers Today. Now as you can see, it does have a signature. Now I bought this on Discogs about 2 years ago maybe. Now I don't know if this is his actual signature or if someone just forged it. I've not had it authenticated just yet. I do think it's real, and I hope so too, but one day I might get it authenticated. You can see that is the track list in there, has some good songs. Now this is just before they broke up, I believe. So this is one of their last releases. It does have their version of Guantanamera, which in my opinion, their version is quite good. Again, that is the side 1 label there, and that is the side 2. And next up, we have another compilation. This is the best of Gerry and the Pacemakers. Now this is a UK release from the 80s, I believe, and is what it suggests it is their greatest songs. And the final track on this LP is My Babe, the live version. If you're unfamiliar, Gerry and the Pacemakers released an EP called Gerry in California, where they released this 4-track EP of 4 songs that they performed live in California, and it is featured here. That is the label there for side 1, and that's the side 2 label. Now my copy is really scratched up, so mine doesn't play the best, but I'm still happy to have it regardless. Now the last LP in this video, this is Gerry The Pacemakers' EP collection. Now this has every single song they released on a UK EP in the 1960s. That is the track list in there. Again, hopefully you can read that fine. If you need to pause it, feel free. Now, here's the EPs. First EP I own is their debut EP called How Do You Do It. It includes the hit How Do You Do It, and also includes the hit I Like It. Unfortunately, I don't own this sleeve just yet, but hopefully one day in the future I will. Next up, we have their EP called Rub It Up. Now, all 4 tracks are all covers, but to be fair, they are very good covers. That is the label there, side 1. And that's the side 2 label. Now we're going to do the singles. I'm going to start with my UK pressings, and then after that I'll show my international pressings. Now the first single in this video is their debut single called How Do You Do It, of course, given to the Beatles, and the Beatles turned it down. Gerry did it, and it became a #1 hit. And it is backed by Away From You. Next up, we have their third single, You Never Walk Alone. Obviously, everyone knows this song. It is very popular, especially with football, with Liverpool. Now the B-side is It's Alright. Now this copy was actually my grandfather's, and he gave it to me a few years ago, so I'm very happy to have it. And now we have Ferry Across the Mersey single, and it is backed by You. Now this came out in the mid-70s. They had like a Past Masters series, where they issued some 60s recordings on this blue label. This is the only one that I've ever seen. I bought this online a few years ago on Discogs, but I haven't seen any others since. Next up, we have I'll Be There, and it is backed by Baby You're So Good To Me. Now we have I Am The One, and it's backed by You've Got What I Like. And the final British release here, this is Gerry Marsden's In the Year of April, and it's backed by Every Day. Of course, this isn't Gerry and the Pacemakers, but you know, it's still related, so that's why I've included it here. And now we'll be doing my international singles, where we'll be starting off with a New Zealand copy of How Do You Do It. Of course, it is backed by Away From You. And now we have a Canadian copy of I Like It, backed by It Happened To Me. Now we have another Canadian issue. This is Don't Let the Sun Catch You Crying, backed by Show Me That You Care. And now for the final record in this video, we have a US copy of It's Gonna Be Alright, and it is backed by Skinny Minnie. Now Skinny Minnie is one of my favourite songs by Gerry The Pacemakers. Now of course this is a Bill Haley original, but this version is so good. Now I believe this was only ever released in Canada and the US. Of course my copy is American. I don't believe it was ever released in Britain or any other parts of the world. So if you do want a copy, you will have to go for either a Canadian issue or this American issue. Now that's the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If there's any other artists you'd like to see in this series, put them down in the comments below and I'll do that video hopefully soon in the future. But thanks for watching, please like, subscribe and peace.